Hi, Cancer. Welcome into your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of June 2023. I, of course, want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but I hope you're doing amazing. And we're going to begin by pulling from this money and career oracle deck. The name of this deck and the tarot deck we're going to use next will be down below in the description box if you're curious. But let's do some shuffling and get started. I feel like you are going to have a very successful month, feeling very much within your power. For some, ready for change, seeing something take an increase, and that feels very purposeful, feels very rewarding all the meanwhile. But I do feel as if you're thinking about or wrapping yourself up with a contract, whether that already exists in your life or it's more future oriented. But I feel like all the meanwhile, you're thinking about expansion, about growth again. About doing better with your finances, some of which are taking on a new opportunity, a door opening, if you will, to make more money, to succeed more. And I do feel like some of which this is part-time, others of which this is full-time. This could be you getting a business off the ground, but it feels very job-oriented. And if you're already an entrepreneur, again, I feel like you're thinking about expansion. But gift of money, I feel like there's a potential for donations, or one in particular. It could be more so in regards to, I'm hearing over tipping if it's a tip-based job, commission, a bonus of some sort is definitely possible. A pay raise for some, you could be in line for stepping up to a promotion. But I do feel as if either way, you're seeing a financial increase throughout the month of June, and this feels amazing. And even I want to say necessary, right? Having one, if not multiple, important goals on the table, wanting to accomplish that, whether that's a move of residence, it could be just a specific amount that you wish to save moving forward for a sense of comfort and stability. It could be investing in a new car. I'm hearing if not multiple for some, but I do feel like all the meanwhile, there's a focus on what you choose to write down when you get a creative idea, a creative solution, clarity on something. I would say write it down. Write down your dreams as well if you remember them, because that's one of the ways spirit is communicating with you. But there's a focus on you staying put, whether this is more so, I feel like either way it's your choice, right? This could more so be pertaining to the job you're working, if not multiple. It could be where you're living. I feel a sense of responsibility and being realistic, okay? I'm hearing and mature about sticking with that situation for more money flowing in, more success moving forward. Even if you do view it as a stepping stone or something that is meant to be temporary, even if that's long-term temporary, I'm hearing, or medium term. But I do feel like those of which who find this applying to your living situation, it's something where you do desire a change, there's something else better out there for you, more ideal, a switch up, and even if that's nearby, right? But for some, it could be at a distance, in that shift in the right direction for you. Even if it does cost you more money, which I feel like the move will either way, that will happen when it's meant to. But I feel like, again, you're being realistic as to the fact that you should stay where you're at for the time being. But for some of which this is a choice to stay where you are, staying put, because you like where you live. And that's amazing if you do. I'm hearing the word comfort. I'm also getting the vibe, and I can relate to this, where some of which might be too comfortable in a situation. Don't get complacent. Try to keep the motivation rolling, alive within your situation. Wow, bear with me as I twitched. But I feel like a lot of Cancerians drawn to the reading will be spiritually messed with at certain points throughout the month. This might be tying into your work like it does for me somehow. But either way, I feel like when things like that happen to you, when you stutter or slip up on your words, when things don't feel 100% easy, just recognize that that's the case. Some of which you might be pushed to be a bit uncomfortable in a situation, work related, or an investment like a home, to it's kind of the universe's way, spirit's way of making you realize that if you're 1000% comfortable, we don't see you making a shift moving forward for a lot in general. Does that make sense? And so just try to have a realistic, productive perspective on that. But to move on to the gold card, I'm hearing sealing the deal, and a contract for the future. Anyways, the gold card talking about solid finances for you. And I feel like this is because things are taking an increase. It's because you're managing your money better. You're not the only sign who's received these messages so far. I feel like you might have heavy Taurus, Libra, Leo, okay, Gemini in your chart. I haven't done that reading yet, but I do feel like you are very much in touch with your North Node placement. Okay, I was going to say your Mars placement, which is about work and being an entrepreneur, an employee, and how you manage your money. But I do feel like your North Node placement, however it works for you, is going to take a huge highlight throughout the month, being a huge part of your bright future, your path, what you're destined to accomplish, to achieve in this lifetime. But your integrity is shining quite bright throughout the month in regards to your job, in regards to your business, you name it. I do feel like if you're looking for a job, there's luck on your side with that. But there's deep values taking a highlight in one, if not multiple ways. I feel like there's a focus on the fact that you very much value what you have decided to continue, right? In spirit saying if you don't value something as much as you should or at all, then that obviously pushes you to rethink or should push you to rethink, reevaluate whether or not that's an opportunity for you to realistically continue for the foreseeable future, okay? But I do feel as if there's a deep knowing about you. Your intuition's going to be very much put to use and needed throughout the month, even if that's not, say, for the work at hand. For some, it's going to be, but I feel like this will come in handy when deciding to hold back and to spend money, when to trust that you know what you're meant to move towards when the time is right for you and what you're meant to leave behind. Trust that you made the right intuitive choices up until this point, even if people wouldn't think so at certain points or in general, even if you've doubted that at certain points. And I feel like who and what to associate yourself with as well, intuitively trusting when to steer clear and to wrap yourself up with that person or situation and body of work. You know, trusting that you will feel when you're meant to get something done. And if need be, spirit will step in and give you that little push or that holding back kind of feeling. So I feel like multiple levels of guidance throughout the month taking a highlight, and it's helping you with your money and career, okay? On a multitude of levels in different ways. Banking, long-term position, long-term success, satisfying work. You will feel so damn good when you wrap up a project with a bow, when you find yourself getting more done throughout a day, throughout a week of work than you would expect. And I feel like this will leave you feeling motivated to tidy up the home situation, to organize your finances for some, to produce even more work on top of that. I feel like there's the potential to, at certain points throughout the month, feel the need to, or the desire to, the want to put in extra hours for your business, for your job, if not multiple, to pick up those extra shifts or just stay late certain days, right? I want to wrap this up, so I'm going to just put in the extra hours or extra hour. I feel as if any extra effort put towards whatever you feel is necessary or you want to get done will benefit you greatly, okay? And for some, it'll benefit that company, that department, however it looks for you, or that business. But the nugget card at the bottom of the deck talking about small increase, it feels like there is the potential for one, if not a couple larger lump sums, right? I'm getting for some that's bi-weekly pay, or it could be, a monthly deposit of some sort. But I do feel as if the majority of the month you're finding sporadically, randomly, and at times unexpected, these small increases, okay? Little bits, little nuggets of, success and increase financially flowing in for you. I feel as if this will keep you motivated, but then it also at times does leave more on your plate to accomplish for some. It reminds me of how grateful I am to receive new and returning customers, clientele, for personal readings, but it naturally leaves me with more work to do, okay? Having to, do that reading. So apply it to your situation, but there's a focus on your earning power, okay? Thinking about a tower moment from the past is what I'm getting. A situation that did inevitably come to an end, whether you felt partially or fully in control or not. And I do feel as if naturally as well a tower moment for the future takes a highlight. This is meant to be a positive tower card, but I was getting this as very much a tarot tower card. But building a business, even if you've been running it for a while or it's just not something you're getting off the ground at this time, you're building that business. You could be building up, gaining business and taking care of business at your job, if not multiple, feeling like you're very hardworking and very honest. Now, I feel like a very judgment card vibe with this honest assessment part of the card. You're getting your voice out there, at times having to share your intuitive feelings with people, having to just be honest with somebody, if not multiple people, in the work environment or through your business to see something improve or just to get the job done. But having a Cancerian voice of importance, you might also find that multiple people are being, you kind of viewing it as a bit critical, right? Some naysayers online or for your business. Could be an authority figure or somebody on the same level as you, in the same kind of position as you at work, giving you an honest assessment. I would just try to view it as a positive critique, a constructive criticism. But if it truly is a negative Nancy, a naysayer online or something of the sort, you can just click delete or ignore. Okay, don't give it the time of day, because I see that spiraling in the wrong direction and could potentially work against you. Okay. Anyways, the fresh start aspect of this card, talking about how you at times do need to kind of take a fresh approach mentally, in general when trying to accomplish whatever it is for you throughout the month. But I do feel like all the meanwhile you're thinking about, again, a tower moment, a fresh start, or just a beginning for you in the future, whether it's an investment or a new job. Steady work. I feel like there's no shortage of chances throughout the month to succeed more, to make more money, to further yourself in more than one way. And I feel like a lot of which are thinking about how to build their career, and some of which might not consider themselves with a career because it's just a job, if not multiple, you work to make money. So be it. That's still respectable, but you deserve to have this body of work or just this career that feels fulfilling, satisfying. And that will be reminded to at certain points for some. But yeah, there are obstacles you have to overcome, but you will do so with a sense of knowledge, experience, okay? Trusting your intuition through it all. But that was a lot for those 3 cards. Let's continue and pull from the Tarot of Dreams. 7 of Swords, being very, very secretive, okay, about what you want, about what you want to change, how far you intuitively know something's meant to go, what you're meant to move towards for a lot. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, these are both representing your energy. It's like you are doing a lot of working, a lot of accomplishing, very much victorious, to say the very least. But I do feel like you're not rushing, okay? And this is going to benefit you. I feel like it's inevitable. You can't really rush. You may not have all of the energy in the world to do so, or just you're in a peaceful environment, or you're just feeling grounded and peaceful in an environment that's not slow-paced or peaceful, being an example in that sense. But there will be times where, due to certain outside factors, energy, spirituality, noise, all that's on your plate, you need to reground yourself. It's only natural as a soul, as a human. But I do feel as if, for some, there's one if not multiple people that you are going to remember or feel intuitively or be informed by spirit you shouldn't be associating yourself with. They're not to be trusted. This could be at work and or at home. But they're saying keep it up. Okay, I feel like you're being motivated by people, potentially one person in particular, spirit, motivating yourself. The 5 of Swords, certain stresses you're dealing with at home and or at work, and I feel like past energy as well for this, that taking a highlight. Remember what you went through is what I'm hearing in a simplistic manner, excuse me, because I feel like it was a very nervous chapter, a very stressful chapter. Whether it was a past job, it could have been where you were living. Remember how much better things are now, but as long as you trust your intuition, you'll improve things in a less stressful direction moving forward. Some of which drawn to the reading are thinking about, is the stress of this job really worth it? Okay. Is it matching the compensation at this time and moving forward? Is there a potential to exceed your potential in that job or in general with that business? There will be times where you repeat yourself a little bit, whether it's words or just statements. You could be a little bit forgetful, so write things down. The Four of Cups, being reminded of when something's truly not meant for you, all right, why you made a change in the past. I do feel as if there's a vibe about you stepping into the month for some, and it's like, I just need a job. I just need more money. I need this. Try to step out of that lack mindset and recognize what's succeeding for you at this time, and just manage the money that you do have at hand, and for the majority that is flowing in for you to the best of your ability. Do not overspend. Don't give in to temptation, at least for the most part throughout the month. It's obviously okay to treat yourself, right? But overdoing it in that sense is not going to benefit you. 1616. Look up the angel number meaning. But I do feel like for the majority of the month, for the most part, with certain exceptions, you are giving off a very sunny demeanor vibe about you. I feel like you're glowing. You're doing better at taking care of yourself. For some, it's continued, but I feel like you might have taken a dip in that department, right? Neglecting your self-care a bit or fully. But there's a focus on your physical figure. This will help you with your confidence, with the quality of your work, all the meanwhile, your glow. But I do feel like there's a reminder that completion leads to sunnier days, happier efforts, okay? Happier results, more success for you. But I do feel like there's a highlight on the different sides of you, okay? The moody, mysterious side of you, the sunny, kind of very outgoing, expressive side of you. But I do feel like you can't help but think about a wish, a goal, a dream, something of true importance for you that's going to be a true wish fulfillment, to say the very least. But if we look at this, you're being viewed as a star, someone very magical in whatever they choose to accomplish, continue, begin. Focus on the fact that you can pick up new skills, or one in particular, learn a new job, figure out how to efficiently run a business quite quickly and efficiently, okay? Being a smart cookie all the meanwhile. But I do sense that there is a huge focus on the fruits of your Cancerian labor. I do feel as if it's like you're able to appreciate, to notice the benefits of what's at hand, whether it's where you live and or work, what you're running, but it's like, I still deserve and desire more. I desire, or something different. And so I feel like Spirit is reminding you at certain points through synchronicities, tarot readings, other things you're meant to watch or, look back at. Your dreams will be fulfilled moving forward in a very divine timing kind of way, all right, when they're destined to come to be. And I just feel like you are needing to at times prioritize your happiness with this rainbow coloring here, all right? Does this job make you happy? Does running this business really make you happy? I'm guaranteeing that money flowing in makes you happy. That's just a fact of life, right? And what I'm picking up for your energy. Does this living investment, does this place of residence, or does this car that I'm spending money on or have, does this make me happy, right? And that needs to be priority number one moving forward. And I feel like intertwining that with what will leave you successful and feeling comfortable financially, golden, all right? And that will truly, truly entail you trusting your intuition and listening strategically, selectively to the guidance coming from the spiritual realm, all right? The Three of Coins, because I feel like it is a month where you're gaining true levels of attention, being noticed for somebody who's good at what they do, even if you're just beginning this situation, okay? But for a lot, you're an entrepreneur and you are very, very talented when it comes to that. And it just comes to you with a sense of ease, and you overcome obstacles more than people think, right? And so that just reiterates how You're not meant to give up on whatever that is for you. It could be more in regards to you working that one, if not multiple jobs, and just being very talented through that for you, okay? I just feel like you're being reminded that your ability to proceed in a very strategic manner, to produce, develop, plan, right, research, ask questions, is going to be very much put to use and leave you successful moving forward, right? Regardless of what you're planning for, looking to see more success with. But it feels like you are going to be motivated throughout this month in certain ways to achieve a happily ever after, an ideal situation, if not multiple for you, that ideal amount of success and financial comfort. It's a month that reminds you you're meant for financial wealth, success, but other forms of wealth and abundance, right? And to remember that things are going to work out in your favor moving forward. To keep up the hard work, right? To keep putting effort towards watering what is of true importance for you. Keep reflecting simplistically. Continue to or begin to reevaluate if need be, and all will fall into place as it's meant to. All right. What an amazing, powerful month for you. So I hope this was truly helpful. I'm sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the month of June, and I'll definitely see you next time.